Good morning on this Tuesday. Definitely cooler, Rich. Fall is here.
It is definitely here. Well, yesterday, though, you know, it's interesting yesterday afternoon because I think it was around 4:30, 5 o'clock. There was this kind of steady, very light rain. Yeah. And it was like 60, 62, and it felt muggy. I mean, it was kind of interesting.
Odd.
It was very I felt like it should be growing moss. Which
well, around 9
it doesn't normally happen until we hit November that the moss begins to grow. But today, though, we're actually starting off pretty good shape this morning. We've got cloudy skies out there just about everywhere, but things are dry, which should help out the morning commute. We don't want to give Cam too much business later on today, so try and keep things that way during the commute. Take a look at the Doppler radar. Not much to show you on there today. Things pretty dry looking. We've got a few scattered showers up to the north, and that's actually where the action is going to be. Mostly just along I-5 corridor, maybe a few sprinkles up there, very light showers, but we'll be looking for a convergence zone, or actually a couple of them to form up there, so that's where the showers will be, and might even see the chance of an isolated thunderstorm mixed in up there as we head towards this afternoon. Won't be very many of them, but you might hear a rumble of thunder out there. Temperatures this morning just a little bit cooler than yesterday, running mostly in the mid-50s thanks to the cloud cover overnight. University of Washington model not showing much in the way of any showers around this morning, so pretty much on track for what's going on. As we head towards later on, though, you can see we do form that convergence zone and get those showers up there. We get a couple of them that form during the afternoon, anywhere from Seattle all the way up to Bellingham. Those should be going away. We'll be clearing out as we head towards this evening, most places. And actually, the South Sound might see some sunshine this afternoon. And then as we head towards Wednesday, we'll clear out to sunshine. Should be a pretty good day with partly sunny skies. There'll be some high clouds drifting through that might filter the sun, but that's about it. And right now, it looks like as we head into Thursday, pretty much the same thing. We're going to be looking for some morning clouds and sunshine. High temperatures still running a little bit below normal, so mostly in the low 60s. So forecast for today, mostly cloudy skies. We'll see those few showers around, mainly Seattle northward this afternoon, and temperatures getting right around 60 degrees for the highs. Wednesday, partly sunny, low 60s, upper 50s and low 60s Thursday into Friday. We'll see a few more clouds around Friday. Really just talking about variations in clouds. Otherwise, it looks now like it's going to be partly sunny all the way through the weekend, and those high temperatures running a degree or so below normal, mostly in the low to mid 60s. So a pretty quiet wait a minute, this is the first week of October, isn't it? Yes, pretty quiet first week of October. Don't want to rush the month. They go fast enough as it is.